as I told you quite some time ago now, I have an extensive archive, and it's something that I often use to do research into the past. It's proved quite useful, and it's divided into 4 sections, and we've looked at one section, and that is my journals, which comprises all my journals, my spiritual journals, my travel journals, etc, etc, and they're kept in my crate, my big chest down here. Now we're going to move on to the next part of my archive, which is my educational archive, I suppose you would call it, and it's made up of several bits, and we're going to start with this. And this is a record of my schooling, basically. We start, in fact, we start with, or have I? Probably I've already shown it to you, I seem to recall, but I'll do it again. I start with this. Now that is the emblem of a phoenix there, which was Fort Manleys. And I don't know how long they had that as their motto, but I do remember that when I started that school, we were in porter cabins because it had burnt down and it was rebuilt, so I don't know if that's sort of relatively new to when I started or not. That is the only surviving documentation in terms of anything between, gosh, reception 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. And this happens to be year 5. It's a written report, but the main bulk of all my stuff that I've sort of got is whilst I was going through secondary school. Now we start with what happened in year 7. I'm going to try and get these out so that I can show you what's going on. These probably haven't been out of here in quite some time, actually, because these aren't really the sort of things that I generally look at. Day to day, if we did good stuff, good work, we were awarded merit points, and if you got a certain amount of merit points throughout the year, you were awarded at the end of it with a certificate of merit. And the colour for year 7, when I was in it, I don't know if it was, I can't remember if it was kept or not, I think it was. It's blue, so blue, everything blue is year 7. And that was my certificate of merit for that year, which I got, which was fantastic. It proves I did a lot of hard work. That was appreciated as well. The second thing that I've got here is the ticket that says thank you for taking part in the school production. I was in the school production every year, 7, 8 and 9. And this was the Fair Maid of the West. Now I don't remember what the story was. I had a very small part in it. It was a dancing part when we were actually on the boat. And as I remember, the story goes that the boat sank and everybody was supposed to die. So there we are. I don't mind. Now, the Lincoln School of Science and Technology liked to say that they had a very close handle on what was going on with their students. So they would basically divide the year into about 6 modules, and at the end of every module they would give you what's called a module report. Here we are. And that would list all the subjects that you were studying, and it would tell you, it would give you 2 grades for each. The first grade was for attainment, the second one was for effort. And these were quite regular. So we've got the 21st of December 1993, Oh, that's even earlier. 20th of October 1993. So that's obviously not in order, is it? October should go before December, there we are. 10th of February. 30th of March. And 26th of May. And if we take one particular subject, what shall we take? Let's take information technology. So CC, 20th of October. CC on the 21st of December. CC on the 10th of February. DC on the 30th of March. And DD on the 26th of May. So what that was basically saying was that I was doing well, about average, and then my attainment level dropped even though my effort was the same, so I was actually not finding it very easy. And then I looked like I sort of pretty much also gave up on the effort when I couldn't do very well. So there we are. I also, at the end of every year, you would get a proper written report here. And these are always insightful. You start off with a tutor's report. Tutor sees you in the morning for registration, and they don't really know an awful lot about you. But there we are. Thoughtful, kind member of the form. Is learning to be less harsh with himself. Yeah, that sort of thing. And then basically we go on through each of the subjects. So English, maths and science, and then technology. Technology was bizarre because you sort of did different things. Sometimes it was woodwork, sometimes it was CAD/CAM, sometimes it was cooking, sometimes it was textiles. So it was whoever you were with at the time. IT is the one that we're looking at, isn't it, this year? And what's it say? I've learnt the basic computer skills, developed IT skills sufficiently well. Where are we? He has a good foundation of word processing skills. And yet, of course, this is the teacher who has scored me D, which is below average, for the last 2 modules. So, you know, I didn't like him. I remember him, Mr. Arkle was his name, and he was the IT teacher, and I didn't like him at all. Anyway, the other thing is that at the end of the year, if we had done really well, then we were also given an award which is called a prize giving award, basically. And that was an evening in the following year where you were invited to come up and basically be given a sort of book token or something like that. And I managed to get nominated for that, for religious education in my first year. So there we are. We move on then to Year 8. Year 8 colour is green. Lovely. And that there is my certificate of merit, which I managed to achieve. Although I have to say that took me a while that year to achieve it. And I was for one moment thinking that I might not be able to get that in Year 8. But there we are. I also got prize giving again. And this time, as well as a book token, we were given an actual certificate as well. That, by the way, is the school emblem there, which is supposed to be a laser on a shield. So there we are. I was given a prize giving, nominated by Maths. So we'll have to look at the Maths, what my scores were given for my things in maths, I think, in a moment. But before that, what have I got here? Oh yes, another little card because I took part in the Dreams Cafe school production. I had a small speaking part in that. I seem to remember, very small speaking part, but there we are. Now let's look at my module reports, and we're looking for maths this time. We start off with 20th of October, maths, DB. So I'm putting in more effort than usual, but not actually doing very well, is what they're saying. The next one, 20th of December, it's still the same, DB. 16th of February, CB. So the effort has never changed on that. And finally, I think I'm getting the hang of it. Although that's probably short-lived because I'm not very good at maths. Yes. Come 6th of April, it's back to DB. And then, where have we got? 25th of May, DB. So, what they are nominating me for there is not for the attainment, but it's for the amount of effort that I was putting in. One thing that LSST was very good at was trying to help motivate students by putting in effort. So, if you were shit at a subject, like I was at maths, no problem, you can still be awarded for your effort in that subject, regardless of whether you do very well. And that, of course, serves to help people feel more motivated and more happy about themselves. One of the greatest achievements in my life is getting my GCSE maths, believe it or not. That, of course, is the prize-giving little sheet that we got. I think this was even the one that, yes, I performed with the school choir as well at this particular prize giving. So I would have been there even if I hadn't been nominated by maths, but there we are. In the annual report, tutors report, what have we got? Every subject teacher has commented on his excellent examination results. I've done extremely well. Actively involved in the school's production, pleasant member of the form, pleasure to tutor, doesn't have a clue. The head of year says very positive contribution to the school. Now maths, what have they said about me in maths? Here we are. Oh no, that's technology. Where's maths? I can't even read my own, where is it? English, science, technology, bizarre. I think maths might even be missing. Let's see if they've put them in the wrong order. Looking through these things. That is bizarre. I don't appear to have a submission in my end of year report for maths. It jumped straight from English to science and it hasn't been put together wrongly. That's bizarre. There we are. Perhaps it was an apology for the fact that that was missing. Or maybe that's fallen out, I don't know. Doesn't seem to be because the staples are still in. We'll move on then to Year 9, which is the last year of sort of curriculum study before one can start to choose their own modules for GCSE. And we start off with a Certificate of Achievement for LSST Year 9 Industry Day. I have no idea, I do not even remember this, but it says, is a member of the winning team which has demonstrated the greatest understanding of the concept of customer care throughout the day. There we are, working in retail, what can I say? I also managed to get red is the colour, by the way, of Year 9. My merit certificate, and I got that pretty quickly in the year as well, so that's not bad. I hated French, and I gave it up as quickly as I could. So they gave me a certificate for a 3-year course in French. That was rather weird, wasn't it? What's that? The Royal Society of Chemistry for June 1996 has given me an award for successfully competing in the Royal Society of Chemistry Great Egg Race. Don't remember that at all, but I was good at egg and spoon at junior school, so there we are. Now they stopped giving the module reports on little pieces of card, and they started to go all professional with pieces of paper here. So hopefully these are in the right order. Are they not? It looks like it. Yep. So let's have a look at German, because I was good at German. BB for the 1st of November. CB for the 10th of January. CB for the 29th of February. BA for the 26th of April. BA for the 24th of May. And BB for the 22nd of July. So that year was a good year in German. Now I'm going to go into the rest of this, I think, in a different video, because things change once you get past Year 9. So after I have put this back, we'll give this one a rest until the next time.